Welcome back to Bat Fridays here on One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Batman 14 and the second story in it, Prescription for Happiness. A story I quite enjoy, but not so much for being a Batman story. As a Batman story, it's okay, but it is a story about rewarding people being good, and I really enjoy that. Kind of like the Paddington movies. So there is this druggist, a pharmacist, who owns a store by the name of Doc Chalmers. I want to say Chambers, but it's Chalmers, like Super Nintendo Chalmers. He is a pillar of the community, but makes very little money. He gives away a lot of his stuff for free and is very helpful and tries to help people around the neighborhood. One night, while he has a struggling young doctor and a woman trying to commit suicide over at his place, Batman and Robin take out some jewel thieves, but a bomb going off blinds Batman. It's a really interesting decision of how they blind Batman. It's from like fragments and dust going into his eyes, and not from like the bright light of the explosion, say, burning his eyes. Which I thought would be an interesting idea in that they were going to go with like a blind Batman having to fight things, but this actually gets resolved pretty soon. The gangsters, led by Pill, his nickname is Pill, end up at the pharmacy to deal with some of their injuries, where they kind of take it over and make the doctor work for them. They then really love this place and decide that it is their headquarters. So Chalmers is now forced to hide out these mobsters who have been keeping both the doctor and poor suicidal woman captured the whole time to work for them, mainly the woman to use as a hostage. Batman and Robin do show up that night, and he helps clean out Batman's eyes, and he's fine, but they don't catch on to anything until the very next page, when we see multiple robberies, and all of them involving products from a pharmacy. So Batman figures this out immediately. Man, these 14-page stories, they have no time for anything. But Batman demands Robin not to come with him, which has been something that happens quite often, and is exactly the same thing that happens. Batman ends up getting captured, and Robin has to somehow find a way to save him by getting a job at the pharmacy as the soda fountain clerk, and is able to get Batman free. And then what ends up being a pretty well set up story, as earlier in the comic we had seen multiple people that Doc Chalmers had helped or was trying to help, and specifically are over at the store right now, and he's making sure, as he's noticed Batman's about to escape, to prepare for things. For example, there's a boxer who wants some sort of like tonic to help him. The doc couldn't help him earlier, but now he gives him essentially a placebo to think he will be a better boxer, mainly to give him confidence. So he's around, so is a cop, and this this balding fat man who has a massive ego, who he's all helped, and when Batman strikes, they all strike too, taking out the mobsters and dealing with them. This ends up destroying Doc Chalmers' place, and of course he's not making a lot of money. But Batman rallies the neighborhood to help pay for all of it, saving both his store and giving him his dream of the neon sign. And it's actually a really lovely moment. I don't think it's much of a Batman story, but I think it's a really good story. So I highly recommend Prescription for Happiness. Oh, and I should mention that the suicidal woman and the doctor are getting married at the end of the story. So there was a meet-cute romance sort of happening in the background of this. Okay, that is it from Batman 14, Prescription for Happiness. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video is up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Mondays and Thursdays I cover a Superman story in either Action Comics or Superman. And please join us next time, same Bat Day, same comic book channel. Have a great day.